Magic Ears expects their teachers to follow 3 simple bottom lines while teaching. They are teaching with passion, class progress, also known as time management, and zero tolerance policy for noise and camera control. The first and most important of these bottom lines is teaching with passion. What does teaching with passion mean? It means teaching with energy and lots of it. This is an absolute must for all Magic Ears teachers and applicants. How exactly do we teach with energetic passion to our students across the world? There are many different methods. The first and easiest is through smiling. Smiling shows the students that we are friendly teachers and are happy to have them in class. This especially works for students who may be shy or new to Magic Ears classes. Another method is through TPR, or total physical response. For example, when teaching the word fly, you can have the students pretend to fly with you. This gets the students engaged and having fun in class. You can also use voice variation when practicing keywords. You do not want your students to get bored in class by having them plainly repeat the new words. After you have corrected any errors in pronunciation, you can have them say the word in different voices, such as high and low, loud and soft, or happy and sad, to add that element of passion. Transitional language is another method by which teachers can show their passion. It also helps to fill that awkward silence between slides or when dragging students up and down onto the page. You can say different phrases such as, "Good job sounding out the word, Jonathan," or "It's your turn, Nancy," or "Let's see what's next." Just make sure you do not fall into the trap of voice dragging. We do not want our students to say, "Good job," as that is not correct. Utilizing props and other fun decor can make our passion stand out. You could use anything from puppets, to toys, to flashcards, to whiteboards. Anything that is interesting but still related to the class material is appropriate. Lastly, we can teach with passion using our bodies. First off, what is TPR? TPR is known as Total Physical Response. It is often used in the ESL industry to help convey the meaning of words. For secondary language speakers, English can sometimes be hard to understand, so using TPR hints to the students what they need to do. First example of TPR, watch my mouth. You will often see Magic Ears teachers point at their mouths when teaching keywords. Why do we do this? It is intended to draw the student's focus to the teacher's mouth in order to understand how to physically pronounce the new word. Another example of TPR is repeat after me. You will also see Magic Ears teachers cup their ears when teaching. This signifies to the student that you are listening to them and would like them to repeat the new word. Lastly, good job! How do we let the students know that they are doing a good job in class when they may not yet understand the meaning of good job? We can use various expressions through TPR to show them good job. Body language is a universal language. Some ways to ensure the students see our passion is through sitting upright or standing and looking alert. It is important for teachers to remain professional in the classroom. This means no phone use, no eating, no leaving the camera, no leaning on your hands, and definitely, no yawning! About class progress. Class progress, also known as time management, is the second of Magic Ears' 3 bottom lines. Each class with Magic Ears is 25 minutes in length, and it is extremely important that you complete all of the slides within a lesson during that time period. That means no skipping slides. How can we manage this? First, always enter your classroom at least 3 minutes early. This way you can earn your $1 participation bonus. Don't worry if you have back-to-back classes though. You only need to enter your first class 3 minutes early in order to earn that bonus for your classes. If you are unable to enter your first class by 2 minutes before class starts, your class will automatically be transferred to a standby teacher. A reminder, that when teaching back-to-back classes, you must finish your current class by 28 minutes and 30 seconds and enter your following class, or else the system will automatically transfer your next class to a standby teacher too. Once you have entered the classroom, be sure to turn off your camera and mute your mic until 30 seconds before class starts. During this time, you can watch your students interact with one another and check for technical issues. You can also have some fun by drawing on the screen with them until it is time to start class. Once your time hits 30 seconds to the start of class, you need to turn your camera and your mic back on and begin class. Some teachers begin class with silent interactions, such as waving and smiling. Other teachers immediately begin introductions. Hello everyone, I'm Teacher Sierra and welcome to Magic Ears. Do whatever is comfortable for you. Just remember to not spend more than 2 minutes total on introductions. We need to get to learning. When prepping for your classes, make sure to take note of what slides have keywords and sentences and which slides are games. It is important that we spend the majority of our time letting the students speak more during the Let's Practice sections instead of during games and the final Let's Play section. When practicing new words with the student, make sure to utilize that one-on-one interaction mode. Have the student repeat the word a minimum of 2 times without mispronunciation. You can use voice variation, props, and TPR to make this fun for them. If the student is still struggling after you have tried multiple methods of error correction, reward them for listening and for trying, and tell them we will practice again later, and move on with the lesson. While it is our job to ensure our students' pronunciation is correct, we cannot spend too much time on each student or else we may go over that 28-minute and 30-second class time limit. Yikes! One way to engage if you are on time is to reach the Let's Play section right around the 20-minute mark, but no earlier than 18 minutes. Use this section to continue to practice any mispronunciation you were unable to correct earlier in the lesson. But make sure not to move on to the song, crown, or review slides until your timer has reached a minimum of 22 minutes. If you end up running a little late, it is okay. Do not skip through any slides or activities in an attempt to finish class on time. Your students in your next class will be well taken care of by their standby teacher. Just focus on your current students. When you have finished classes, you will need to complete written feedback for them within 12 hours of that class. You can find this by going to your Magic Ears portal and clicking on the My Class tab. You can then scroll down to the class and complete feedback for each individual student. A few tips for writing feedback. Make it positive, but also constructive. Tell them what words or sounds they should practice at home. Also, make sure to write the correct name. You do not want to write the name Daniel when you are writing a feedback to Jacob. Oh, that would not be good. One easy way to avoid this is to simply write feedback like a letter to the student. For example, you could write, "You did so well in class today. You were a great listener and participated throughout the lesson. I hope to see you again soon." Lastly, make sure each individual feedback is at least 30 words in length.
Okay, everybody, look. Today we are going to learn how old is he? How old is he? Wow, look class, we have a birthday cake. Yummy! Abby, do you like birthday cake? Yes, you like birthday cake. Good. Okay, everyone, so when a student walks away from the camera, the first thing you want to do when you have a chance is to turn off their camera right here. You will turn off their camera, and that way it won't be such a distraction for the other students in the class. And then as you continue teaching, which you saw I was continuing with Abby, you're going to go up here to the help section and you're going to end up clicking I can't see student and reporting it so that the Magic Ears team knows that the student has left the class. And then if you see them come back, you can always turn the camera back on again. Okay, let's continue. Abby, do you like cake, Abby? Do you like? Yes, cake is delicious, Abby. It is so yummy. Very good, Abby. Very good. Okay, everyone. We're going to stop again real quick. You can see that my other student, she was covering her camera with her hand. That can be very distracting to the other students, and it can sometimes cause them to hold their hands up to the camera, which we don't want them to do. So what I did as I was continuing to talk to Abby is I reached down and I turned off that camera button, again, right here, and then I went up to the help section and I reported it. I can't see student. Again, that way so then the Magic Ears team knows what's happening. And if my other student stops holding their hand up to the camera, I can turn their camera back on. But if they keep doing it on and off during class, sometimes it is just best to leave that camera off so that way they don't distract the other students. Okay, let us continue. All right, do you like cake? Is cake yummy for you?
Yummy.
Do you like cake? Yes, it is so yummy. It is delicious. Absolutely yummy. We love it. Okay, everyone, I'm going to stop again just to show you my student Abby. She had someone join her in camera. It could be her mom, it could be a brother or a friend, it could be anyone. When you see more than one person in camera, you want to stop. You want to turn off their camera and report it, going to the help section and clicking more than one in camera to report it to the Magic Ears team. If I see her friend, her mom, her brother leave the picture, I can turn her camera back on. But if that person stays in camera or continues to walk in the background, I'll just leave her camera off because it is against Magic Ears policy and we don't want to be too distracting to the other students. Okay, everyone, let's keep going. Ooh, look, there is a candle. Andrew, do you see the candle? Do you like candles?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, they are so fun to blow out. Oh, do you like candles too?
Yes.
Do you like candles? Yes. Do you want to blow a candle out with teacher? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's blow. Yes, great job. You blew the camera out. Okay, everyone, I'll stop again real quick. I noticed that Abigail's friend left the picture. So since her friend, her mom, her brother, her sister is gone, I turned her camera back on and she is good to go. Okay, continue. Everyone, it is Grandma. We are learning about Grandma today. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm going to stop real quick and talk to you guys about noise control. When I was teaching just now, I heard some noise in the background. I didn't really know who it was coming from, so I pressed the mute all button. One way I can figure out whose music that is as I'm teaching, I can pull each student up one by one to talk with me. Andrew. Hi, Andrew. Look, it's Grandma. All right. I can hear that is not Andrew's music, so I'll put him back down. I'm going to pull up Amy now and talk with her. And I can hear that it is Amy's music. Hi, Amy. So the best way to hold on to this situation is what I can do is I can unmute Andrew and Abby. So that way I can still hear them when we participate throughout class. And I will just leave Amy on mute all and I will report that we have some background noise in the background. That way that the Magic Ears team knows that there is some music or some sort of noise going on in the background that is distracting to the other students. And when I do need to hear Amy participate in class, I'll pull her up one-on-one in screen so that way I can hear her individually. Okay, let's keep going. Ooh, look everybody, the word is young. Young. Andrew, can you say young? Yeah. Good. Amy, young. Very good. And Abby, young.
Abby, so young.
Young. Abby, young. Okay. Thank you. Good job, Abby. All right, everyone. I'm going to stop real quick right here and talk to you guys about the noise control when it comes to another parent talking in the background. Most of our students will have a parent or a grandparent or someone in the room with them watching the class as it happens. And with our younger students, we usually have a parent telling them to say hello or to say young or whatever word that we are learning that day, which is okay. But we do not want to be distracting to the other students. So what I want to do is I'm going to press the mute button on Abby's camera once I know it is her parent. Again, if I don't know who it is, I'll press the mute all button and I'll pull each student up one by one until I can figure out who it is. But since I knew it was Abby, I pressed the mute button on her camera and I'm going to go up to the help section and I'm going to press parents talking. That way, it'll play a message and let them know I can hear the parent talking and I need to hear the student instead. All right, everyone, that's it for noise control. One-on-one interaction with our students. Magic Ears has teachers teach their students one-on-one interaction at least 3 times per class. There are 3 required times that we need to pull our students up on the big screen and talk with them one-on-one. The first one is on this first slide right here. It is our intro page for Magic Ears. The best way to remember this is once you enter the classroom and that 30-second timer hits and it's time to start class, what I'll do is I'll uncover my camera, I'll unmute, and I'll immediately press this little button up here that has the 3 people in it. It is our 1v1 mode. And so it'll pop me up in the big screen and I can see all my students from here. What I will do from here is I will pull each student up one at a time and I will say my introductions to them. Hello, Andrew.
Hello.
How are you today?
Happy.
Happy, yay! And so in this moment, I will also award a trophy, which is required at the beginning of class. It's also a very good hello trophy. It's a happy way to start class. So I will do this with each student. I will put Andrew back down. I'll pull Amy back up. Hi, Amy, welcome to class. Give her a trophy, and then I will do the same with Abby. Hi, Abby. Welcome to class. And that will be how I start my first one-on-one interaction with the students. Hey, everyone. So this is the second area where we will need to do our one-on-one interaction with the student. What's going to happen is when I go to the next page, I'm going to click next slide, and it's automatically going to make me big and in the center of the page. So I better have my smile on. See? It makes you big. That way you don't have to worry about pressing that 1v1 mode button or the 3 people button. Also, you will usually see the word on the screen. So the word that we're going to practice is younger right now. And what I will do is I will pull each student up and we will practice the word together. So Andrew's first. Hi, Andrew. Can you say younger?
Young.
Younger.
Younger.
Good. So everyone, what I did is I had Andrew practice the word 1 time just so I could see what his pronunciation was. When I heard that his pronunciation wasn't that great, I went ahead and I'm going to break up the word into different syllables. So instead of just saying younger, I'm going to say younger.
Younger.
Good. There. Andrew's getting it now. Yay, Andrew. Another thing I want to do is I want to practice with Andrew at least 2 times or more. That way I can make sure that the word younger sticks in his brain. Ready, Andrew? Younger. Younger.
Younger. Younger.
Great job, Andrew. You did it. Okay. I'm going to put Andrew back down, and now I'm going to bring up Amy. Hi, Amy. Can you say younger?
Younger.
Ooh, good try, Amy. Let's try again. Younger.
Younger.
Good. All right. Let's practice one more time. Amy, let's practice the grr sound. Amy, grr. Grr. Yes. Okay. Younger.
Younger.
Yes, younger. Very good job, Amy. You got it. Great job. Okay, everyone, you can see when I heard Amy the first time, she wasn't doing too well at the grr sound in younger. So what I did was I broke out one of my fun props, my tiger, and we practiced that grr sound. When you practice 2 or more times with the students, you don't want them to get bored, so you want them to keep practicing in fun and new ways. This was a fun way I could have practiced with Amy. Now I'm going to put Amy down and bring Abby up. Hi, Abby! Can you say younger?
Younger.
Ooh, let's try again. Younger.
Younger.
Good. Younger.
Younger.
Yes, we're getting there, Abby. Very good. Let's try one more time. Let's have fun with it, though, Abby. Do. Oh, Abby, can you say younger 2 times? Younger.
Younger.
Yes, you got it, Abby! Woohoo! Good job, Abby! All right, everyone, you can see I switched it up a little for Abby, too. I pulled out one of my handy-dandy flashcards. That way we could practice that yeah sound in younger. And then I also broke out my fun dice. So it's just a fun way to make them practice however many times the dice rolls on. It definitely varies it up for them. That way they have fun with it. Voice variation is also a different way to do it if you don't have a fun dice or any flashcards or props on hand. So what I could say to Abby is I could say, Abby, can you say younger?
Younger.
Good. Okay, Abby, can you say younger? Very good, Abby. You got it. There we go. We could do some voice variation just to switch it up. We could do high and low, loud and soft. You could even do happy or sad, younger. Just fun different ways to keep it entertaining for them while still practicing 2 or more times in this one-on-one interaction mode. Okay, everyone. This is the last slide of the lesson, and I know this by looking up here in the top corner. You can see it's 38 out of 38 slides. I'm on the last page. Woohoo! You've made it. Now, what you want to do on this last slide is you want to have them review or do whatever activity is on the page at that time. Sometimes it is a review, sometimes it is individual goodbyes, like for level 3 classes, or another activity, just depending on the lesson. Once I have the activity or the review done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make myself big, and I'm going to bring each student up one by one. Remember, I made myself big by pressing that 3-person button or the 1v1 interaction mode button. And I'm just going to pull each person up one by one and say, Andrew, you did wonderful today. Thank you for coming to class. Bye-bye, Andrew. Bye-bye. And I will give him a trophy, and I will let him know how wonderful he did in class today. And I'll put him back down, and I'll pull each person up. Amy, you did great today, Amy. Thank you for coming to class. And Abby, you were wonderful in class today. Thank you, Abby. And I will put each person down, and once I have put each person down and said goodbye to them, I can wave from my corner over here and take myself out of interaction mode. That way they can read the Let's Review slide and say, goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye. I do not have to wait for each student to say goodbye to me. I do not have to wait for the students to leave the classroom. What I can do is I can just press that red X button. But don't press the red X button unless you have completed the minimum 25 minutes of class. You have to complete 25 minutes in a class. If you don't, you might not get paid for it. So make sure to do at least 25 minutes, but no more than 28 minutes and 30 seconds. We don't want to draw our classes too long because our students might have something else they need to do after class, and we may have another class scheduled right after. So right in between 25 minutes and 28 minutes and 30 seconds is the sweet spot. But once I say goodbye to everyone, I will just click that red button and leave the class and go to my next one. Bye-bye!
The first platform operation that you should know about is our help menu option. What are some issues that you would possibly report? One of them is whenever you have to mute the student's microphone. Maybe you hear some background noise. It's loud, it's distracting to the other students in class. What you would do is you would come over here to your student, you would mute their microphone, go back over to the help menu and press background noise. Another different type of situation that you might use the help menu for is if there's more than one in camera. That is against Magic Ears policy. If there's a teacher or another parent or another sibling or someone standing in the side or the background, what you'll want to do is come over here, turn off their camera, go back over to the help menu and let the tech team know by clicking more than one in cam that we need to go ahead and turn off their camera. Other situations may include nudity. The help menu options that you report during class are always recorded throughout class. So if maybe you get a bad star review after you complete the class, maybe a student gives you 1 star and says it was a noisy class, the tech team can come back. They can review the help menu options that you clicked throughout class, and they can say, no, it was not Teacher Sierra's fault that it was a noisy class. It was actually your student's fault that it was a noisy class, and Teacher Sierra reported that your student was being noisy. That is just a fail-safe way that Magic Ears protects its teachers because they truly care about us. So make sure you use this help menu all the time because it's your best friend. Another button that you need to know about for platform operation is the restart button. You press this button if you're ever having any platform issues throughout class. So an example is when you're on a game and the game freezes, and no matter where you click on that screen, nothing is happening. Just press that restart button. It takes about 3 to 4 seconds. The platform will reload itself, and usually after that, everything's fixed. That restart button fixes about 85% of all platform issues. Another situation that you might use the restart button is whenever a student can't hear you or a student can't see what's going on the screen. Just press that restart button, and that usually fixes it for them as well. That's it for the restart button. Another amazing button to know about is the trophy buttons. As teachers, we are expected to give in between 6 to 8 trophies per class. You can give this in 2 different ways. The first way is through the group trophy button. That's this purple trophy up here. When you press that button, it will automatically give a trophy to every single student in the class at the exact same time. The other trophy button is over here, right in the student's box. It's an individual trophy, individual. So when I press it, Miss Abby gets a trophy. Yay, Abby! These buttons give one individual trophy to the student that you click that trophy button on. And those are the trophy buttons. The last button on platform operation to know about is the pen button. Our students use the pen to circle, to draw lines, to draw smiley faces and to spell letters and many more things. It's a very fun pen, but sometimes it can be troublesome. So, Amy, can you circle the zebra? Can you circle the zebra, Amy? Let's circle the zebra together. Circle, circle, circle. Good job, Amy. Look at that circle, Amy. That was amazing. Oh no, Amy, wait. So, in situations like this, which happen pretty often with our fun students, what you would do is you'll come over here, you'll press the pen button. When you see the colored pen, that means that it's on, and Abby can scribble all over the page. When you press it and it shows a red X, that means it's off, and Abby can no longer do that. What you would do in this situation is you would go over, turn off the student's pen, and then come over here and press the clear all button. Press that, and it wipes everything off the page, and you can start again. Now, when you move to another page, certain pages automatically have the student's button turned off for pens. But if I wanted to have some extension time with Abby, maybe we have some spare time at the end of class, or Abby is really excited about this lesson, what I can do is I can turn on that pen and I can ask Abby then to circle or draw or spell or whatever I would like her to do. And that is how you turn on and off the pens. Yay, zebra!